Hi there, welcome to the Barbara Young channel. Today I'm going to be, well, having a bit of a talk I suppose. I've got my notes here, I'm going to read from them, so let me just put my glasses on so I can see them properly. Now this is going to be more of a what to get done vlog, a bit of a catch up really. So I'm going to go through what I've been doing, what I'm going to be trying to do. I'm going to try and do this vlog probably, let's say, once a month. I'll try and sort it out and see if I can get that done once a month on one of these sort of catch-up vlogs on what I'm trying to get done or haven't got done or want to get done sort of thing. So that's the idea of this this video. So it's a bit of a what am I doing and what am I going to do project vlog, I'm going to call it. So this is project vlog 1. So I suppose I better get into it and start off with the first item, which is actually what I'm wearing, which is this, the new look 6572, which is that pattern. That's the one I've just made. Now I have made this before actually, which is why I decided to make it again. A little bit of a challenge. I got this material, which is actually got a bit of stretch to it. This has got a two-way stretch. It's 15% either way, and I decided I wanted to do something that was simple, but to learn how to work with something that's got a bit of stretch in it. So I decided this one would be good because I have made it before, so I knew that it was a fairly straightforward and simple sort of pattern to work from. Now my size is size 12 actually on that pattern. So now, as you can see, it's got a square neck there, and it's rounded on the back. Normal armhole size, you know, no sleeves on this. Let me just get up and show you, like, so it's just a, you know, that sort of, I call it a tunic dress type thing. Now with this, because it's a stretch material, I decided to change it slightly. I mean, I've had to move the waistline down, which is about here on me, and then between there and there, that's the standard shape, but I've pulled the waistline in from the actual pattern because this should sit more straight down really. But I pulled it in because I wanted it to fit better, and because it's stretch, it will go over my head easily. You know, it's quite a nice comfy fit this is. So I mean, it's come out quite nicely. I quite enjoyed making this, despite the fact it was a stretch material which I've never really worked with before. So, but that was the idea. Have a go at something that's a little bit of a challenge that I've not done before, but used a pattern that I had used before, so I knew I could do it. So I really should be able to do it. I mean, this one I've tailored. I put together with. It's got a pair of tights on, but you could wear a pair of leggings. You know, you could wear this just on top with, you know, a little something underneath, or layer it up with lots of things, more things underneath, some on top. You know, leggings, jeggings, jeans, trousers, whatever you like really. So it's a very usable and versatile, and because this material is so light, it's very very lightweight, but it just fits really nicely, and it's just very 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 comfortable. So that's brilliant. I say I enjoyed making this, so that was just a really nice make from the new look pattern 6572. I use style C, which is the sort of shorter version, and it seems to come out quite nicely. Now, odd little thing with this one is obviously it's not designed for a stretch material, so it's got a facing piece on the neck and on the armhole, which really you don't necessarily need with this type of jersey knit material. So I could have just got away with maybe a fold over bias binding for this edging here and here, but you know, I used the facing pieces that I was meant to. Yeah, there you go. Came out all right in the end, and it actually fits really nicely. It fits me really nicely because I've cut it so it will fit me perfectly, which is the great thing about that pattern. You can tailor it up a little bit to whatever you really want, so you get the best fit out of it. So what we've got next, my current project. Now my current project is this Kwik Sew 4158, which is that one. Now it's the same pattern, same top, but with or without sleeves. So A is without sleeves and B is with sleeves. Now this one is challenging because I'm sure, as you can see from that pattern already straight away, this is got funny shaped pieces, so it's going to be cut on the bias, which is going to make it a challenge. So obviously no materials that are going to stretch out too much. I mean, it says on the back here, let's have a look, designed for light to medium weight woven fabrics. Suggested fabrics: cotton blends, challis, crepe de chine, is that, and gauze. So yeah, I don't know what materials they've used there for the models that are showing them, but yeah, you can see as well. So you've got one piece there. This isn't all the way across. There's one piece on this side, one piece there. That's on this, got this sort of bias cut, and then one piece here, and then another piece up here. So that, you know, you've got lots of pieces that have got diagonal sort of cut to them, and on the back it's, let's see, I don't know if you can see that from the back. On the back it's two pieces, 1, 2, and then 2 at the bottom. So again, but there it's going to be cut slightly on the bias, so that's going to make it very tricky. Now I have actually already started this project, and I've got the mock-up material cut out for this already. So I do intend to video this, so I just need to get on and start recording it before I get too far along. So the next step will be to actually decide how I'm going to start videoing this and do a proper intro and everything for this one. But that is my current working project that I've just started doing, and it's already turned out to be a bit of a challenge, but I haven't got any material for that as yet, so I'm not quite sure what it'll end up with as a final result. But you know, that's something to look at once I've got my mock-up sorted out. But yeah, I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of work involved in that, in getting it to go right, because it does seem like it could go horribly wrong with working on the bias. So next up, right, I've got some clothes that a friend of mine gave to me. They had a bit of a sort out, and they've got a whole bag full of stuff that they decide they don't want. Now, some of it I'll be able to alter, and other bits will be just for taking apart and using the material and seeing what else I can use it for. I might end up with rather a bit of patchwork stuff, but that's fine. I'm sure I can certainly try and use it on something and make something out of them. A few things just straight off that I obviously I just want to alter. There's this top, it's got cats on it. I want to just alter this, because this is this again, it's a stretch material, so it's going to be probably a cotton knit, maybe, I'm not quite sure. There'll be a label in it somewhere. Just to amend this, at the bottom there's some sections, some corner pieces in this. I might take them out, and so it gives it a bit more shape at the bottom, and possibly learn to try and put some darts in the rear just to give it a bit more shaping. Not quite sure how well that'll work. So that's that top, and yeah, just needs a bit of alteration just to give it a bit of a better fit. Next I've got up is this blouse top, and basically it's a nice top. I love the colour's absolutely brilliant. It's got a groovy print to it with cats. I'm not sure if it's cats and dogs or just cats, but I do like that. That's absolutely really nice. So the thing with that is it's just, you know, it's no real shape to it, so it needs tailoring really, and to give it some shape, to give it, put some darts in, some pleats or something in there to give it more shape, rather than it just being this big sack of the thing that sits on me. So but that's just because of the sizing of it. So that'll be a bit of a project to effectively partly take it apart and then put it back together with some more shaping in it, which will make it quite nice and quite easy to do. Well, I hope it's fairly easy. A few things I'll have to practice and learn about doing with things like that to give it more shape. But there again, it's all practice, isn't it? You know. And then the last one, well, it is this. It's this sort of cami top, basically, camisole type top. Now, not my sort of thing. You won't catch me in this, but it's nice. It's nice enough. But what it does have is it has a lot of accessory bits. We've got buttons here. We've got lace pieces here and here. We've got this almost like a piqué sort of, is that how you pronounce it? Edging there. So this, and the material itself is cotton. Looks like a gingham type cotton. So this is right for taking apart and using the bits in other garments. There's this really big lace edging which would be great for using on something, don't know what, but again, that's the idea. This can come apart in its entirety and the parts be used again someplace else on other projects that require that type of sort of material, that thing in there to make them work. So that's a good source of lots of small parts that can be used on many different projects. So that type of thing is brilliant. Extras, accessories, you know, it'll work. Just need to have the right garments to take them from in the first place. So what have I got up next? Oh yeah, I was going to make this. Let me get it out. I started looking at it. This is the Simplicity 1133. That's, get your hand out of the way. That's that one, and it's described as a, just say somewhere, as like a beach wrap over round thing, because this garment is all made in one. It's one piece. You cut it from one piece of material. You don't sew pieces together. It's one piece, singular. So a bit challenging. The pattern does have the top and trousers with it. So I mean, it is two-piece pattern. But the top, when I was looking at it and getting it ready to sort out, I realised that it tells me that you've got to cut this on the cross grain. So obviously you've got to be careful about anything that's got a pattern on it, and you've got to be careful about what material you get if you're going to be cutting this pattern from the cross grain. So that one didn't go anywhere because the material I was going to use wasn't large enough for me to turn it and cut the pattern out on the cross grain, and it didn't quite work. There was some patterning on it and it didn't quite work if it was turned 90 degrees. So I've got to find a new material to do that. Other than that, it was looking like a good project. Like I say, it's fairly straightforward. I mean, the base of it is all you need with this, depending on your sizing, is to be aware of, I suppose, either your bust size or your waist. Sort of, no, well, your waist isn't too much of a problem, it's your hips. So depending on what you've got on your bust or hip, sorry, then that's going to determine how the garment's going to sit. So I think they're the two main considerations, but you probably need, as far as I'm concerned, it says on here, beach cover up or tunic cut crosswise. I reckon you're going to need about, it says here, well, about 1.5 meters, but I reckon to make sure you properly get enough from this, you're going to need to get 2 meters with probably 115 centimeter width, just so that when you cut and turn it on that cross grain, it's going to be, you're going to get enough out of it without it being too much onto the edge. But yeah, that'll be a project to to get on with once I actually find some material that I can use for it. And that was the problem with that one. It stalled because of the material. So yeah, anybody that's trying that one, it has to be cut on the cross grain. So that's the simplicity. So what next am I doing? Well, I've also got a mask. You know, everybody's wearing masks all around the world, really, I suppose. Everybody's trying to stay safe by having a mask. Now, I know that the rules keep changing, and even here in the UK, at some point for too long, they're going to say we don't need to wear these masks anymore. But I intend to continue wearing a mask, and I intend to keep using it for quite some time to come. Now, I've got a little mask I made myself, but I wanted to have another design, a different shaping. So I got this one more as a guide, as a template, so I can change the shaping of this to some extent. Not greatly, but it just gives me the idea of how I can construct it and change the shape of this one so it'll fit me better and more comfortable and be nicer to wear. Of course, I can then choose my own materials that I want to put on this and how I'm going to have this fix onto me, because this one doesn't fit very well at all. So, but it's given me the idea of what I can do to change it to make it a better fit for me. So that is a mask project, which I haven't really started yet. I've just got the idea of it, but it's another project that I need to get on with. That's in my mind at the moment. And then what else have I got? Well, of course, the obligatory ironing. Got loads of that stuff I need to get on with, and a little bit of fixing of one or two items. Beyond that, that's mainly everything that I'm currently up to. So doesn't seem like a lot, but actually there's lots of little bits and pieces and things I can be getting on with. So I've actually got quite a lot of stuff to do. I think that project of mine, the Kwik Sew, is actually going to take more time than I'm expecting it to, that I've envisaged it going to take, because it's just going to be a bit tricky, I reckon. So that's me, that's what I'm currently up to, and that's my update, as it were, my project vlog for the month. So really, I suppose I better get on with it, hadn't I, really, and get on and start making a headway on some of these things. So thank you for watching my video, and I look forward to joining you on my next video. Thank you. Yeah.